maintaining the
संघ का नाम हो इसलिए संघ का काम नहीं। संघ बढ़ते बढ़ते समाज रूप हो जाए। इतिहास में ये लिखा जाए कि हिंदू समाज ऐसे तैयार हो गया कि उसने देश के भाग्य को बदल दिया।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, speaking at a convention in Udaipur, had come out and said that Hindu राष्ट्र के परम वैभव में ही विश्व का कल्याण संभव है. जहां जहां हिंदू कम, वहां वहां समस्याएं ज्यादा. Trying to underline that the inclusive ethos of the Hindu way of life is important. The Hindu ideals, the most inclusive option we ask in debate number 2 here tonight on the right stand. Let's go straight across to this face-off on the Hindu Rashtra debate between Rakesh Sinha, MP of the BJP, Rajya Sabha MP of the BJP, and Professor Dinesh Srivastava, CPI leader. Namaste to you, gentlemen. Good to see the left and right of it taking the right stand after a while. It's always good to hear two gentlemen very, very strong in their beliefs take each other on. Let's try and look for a civilized debate. It's just the two of you. Let me first ask you, Professor Rakesh Sinha, as I say namaste to you once again. Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagwat, when he says that jahan jahan Hindu kam hue, wahan wahan samasyaएं zyada, did he mean the region and what has happened, say, since 1947 onwards?
No, Mohan Bhagwat ji has re-articulated the term Hindutva and the concept of Hindutva. This re-articulation is not only contextual but also historical. And in that historical perspective, he wants to set the things in the right perspective, as it is being damaged by or abused by the pseudo-secular elements which consisting communist, Congress, and also some metropolitan critics. They are sitting in the New York and the Paris and Washington. That's what Mohan Bhagwat ji said. I am quoting his 4 lines stanza, which is a part of the RSS शाखा. हिंदू भाव को जब जब भूले आई विपद महान, भाई टूटे धरती खोई मीटे धर्म संस्थान. Whenever we lost Hinduness, when he said when we lost Hinduness, that is that this is the diversity. The concept of diversity is contestation that ekam satyam vipra bahuda vadanti. There is one truth, but it is interpreted differently. There cannot be one way of life. There can be various ways of life. That is propounded by the Hindutva and Hinduness. And Mohan Bhagwat ji is trying to establish that the erosion of the term Hindu in the context of a particular way of worship cannot be acceptable. It is a one dimension. Religion is one dimension. It is dharma. This is a multi-dimension. That is the way of life. Because we have a various philosophies, various modes of worship, and there even the atheists are the part of the Hindu way of life. In 1931, there were 600 people who declared atheist 1931 census, and that continued till the date. So what he says that whenever this Hinduness has been damaged, what happened? We lost Afghanistan, we lost Pakistan, we lost Bangladesh. I am not talking about other parts of which were the part of the India. So whenever the Hinduness is decreasing or shrinking, that means that historically that problem arises. And still we can see those part of the country where Hindus are shrinking. You find that the sense of diversity, sense of contestation, sense of inclusiveness decreases. So Mohan Bhagwat ji asserting, just I'm ending, asserting that we have to go by the common ancestors common culture, common legacy, and also common history. And
Right.
that we should enjoy the diversities of the life, and that diversity cannot be enjoyed just by this constitutional norms. But we have to go by the cultural
Cultural and
historical norms of
civilizational
the
ethos.
country.
That is perhaps the way you outlined it. Let me get in Professor Dinesh Vashni and his point of view. Professor Vashni, your 3 minutes.
Look, Anand, what Professor Rakesh Sinha has said is by and large a demagogy. And what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat is saying, the RSS chief, is also a reactionary outlook. One must understand philosophically, all religion and gods are the creation of the human being. Human being is not the creation of them. The inclusive ethos of the Hinduism was murdered on the day when Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, 4 divisions of Varnas were held after the Brahminical practices. At that time it was known as Brahminical religion, it was not a Hindu religion. There was no word coined at all at Hindu at that time. So historically they are known. Number two, if they say of common ancestors, even the Government of India Institute under Modi ji has said there is definitely a 4 races amalgamation in the people of India. We say 9 races, they say 4, even Government of India has accepted. This common ancestor element is also a falsification of history by the RSS and reactionary forces throughout the world. As far as logic of wherever ever the Hindus have reduced, what RSS chief has said, there is a problem. Baba, India is a Hindu. By and large, the population, most of the Hindus, but you cannot say Buddhists are Hindu, you cannot say Sikhs are Hindus, you cannot say Arya Samajis are Hindus. They follow different sects, they have different ideals, they have a different thing, Jains. You cannot say like this. Every after 15 kilometers, the language changes, the dialect changes, the Devi Devta changes, their practices changes. The agricultural community has different god and goddesses. The non-agricultural community has different god and goddesses. India is a country of unity and diversity. You cannot say Hindu. The Hindu Rashtra theory has been coined, and they are aggressively following, the RSS BJP government is following, to show to the people of India as well as to the world that Hindu everything. Do you know which are the 3 religions which took the course of history throughout the world? Number 1 is the Buddhism, then Islam, then Christianity. There is no Hinduism at all among those. Tell me in which nation the Hinduism originated. Even in India it is not. The Turks came, the Tuhus came, the Shak came, the Kushan came. All of them came here, settled here, and they amalgamated in Indian population. So everything they are saying is genealogically, by DNA test,
but
even
are you,
microbiologically,
let
even
me
social
ask you,
anthropologically and physical anthropology,
right.
he is wrong.
Okay. Professor Dinesh Vashni, are you accounting history for the last 1400 years? Or are you looking at history over a passage of time over thousands of years? Because I'm just going to read you a verse which is...
I am accounting
sir,
the
sir, I didn't interrupt you, sir.
Paleolithic till today.
We are only 3 of us, so I'm just providing a counter, and then I'll go across to Professor Rakesh Sinha to take this forward. Chapter 4 of the Bhagavad Gita, verse number 13, Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtha Guna Karma Vibhagasa. This has been said more than 5,500 years ago in the middle of a battlefield by a person who says that these 4 divisions of human society, or 3, according to the 3 modes of material nature and the work ascribed to them, the 4 divisions of human society were created by me, not by birth, by guna and karma, by their abilities and their aspirations, their attributes of material nature. So very clearly, this entire system of Varna which you are talking about was a human creation, or was created by birth, was never created by birth. So that's where the Hinduness was lost, or that's where the entire understanding of this concept was lost or diluted. That is the fault of humans. That's the fault of individuals. Yes, I agree. Society fell for that, I agree. But the fact is, sir, this aspect of all roads lead to one. You may use multiple routes, but you will ultimately end up at the Sagara is also said in Akashat Patitam Toyam Yatha Gacchati Sagaram. The philosophical meaning is you may follow different routes, but ultimately you will reach the one single goal. This is also more than 3,000 years ago, again from this land only. So trying to say that no, there are only 1 or 2 or 3 other religions which influenced or changed the earth or changed humanity, sir, the offshoot of the Buddhism, the Eightfold Path, also finds itself somewhere among the Vedas, which automatically mean knowledge. It's got nothing to do with spirituality, sir. It's got everything to do with spirituality, nothing to do with one particular religion or theology. But yes, Rakesh Sinha ji, what Professor Dinesh Varshney is saying is this is nothing but a convenient political interpretation that is being made right now. The ulterior motive is not inclusion but excluding everyone else, only establish one particular way of life.
I'm not surprising. I'm not surprised because the communists have been ridiculing the Hinduism and Hindutva for the last many decades. They, as I understood by Varshney's statement, that there are no Hindus. Only the aggressors who came, Sak Pasan Hun, they constitute India. I'm really surprised that if communists have such a view, that nobody can save the communist even in Kerala in any part of the land. Just tell me. What I say, that Hinduness means the diversity, the right to contest. Here the dharma means you have right to contest. You have the right to have your own religion. You have right to have own way of life. That constitutes the Hindutva. If something going against these basic principles of India, diversity is contestation, whether it is religion, sampradaya, or any group, that is means annihilation of the basic principles of Hindu civilization. And who are doing this basic civilization? 8,81,913 kilometers Pakistan's area is. I am not quoting Bangladesh. If you add Bangladesh, it will go to almost 14 lakh. Why did we lose this land? What was the reason? Who said what? That is not important. It is important because that the number of Hindus decreased and there was religious
35% of what was Bharat at one point in time has now shrunk, has been taken away because this entire aspect of the Hindu way of life was taken away. That's the argument. We'll take this debate forward in the days to come. For the moment, winding up this edition of The Right Stand, Professor Varshney and Professor Sinha, thank you very much. Stay with us. Brass Tacks with Zakir right now.